we just finished, I think last week, watching a little bit of a spoiler, Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, we talked
And
about that.
it was really, really good. It was
Yeah,
actually a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to
I
be.
still ain't watched it yet.
Oh
It's
man,
it's on the list though. I got
it
time. I'm off for
move
18 days.
move it up, move it up. It's
Okay.
it's good. It's I mean it hits on like so much stuff that I didn't even think it was going to go there. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh damn, we going there?
Hmm.
Cool, cool. Like when you get to I think episode 4 or 5, you'd be like, oh damn,
Wait.
that's
So
where we go.
you called it Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
I thought it was the Falcon and the
Well, and
Winter
that's
Soldier.
why it's a little bit of a spoiler because
Okay.
by the end they changed the title to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and
Hmm.
it's not that big of a spoiler because the toys and shit is out now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you knew about the comic books, you knew what happens in the comic books too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he is now Captain America. What made me think about this is people were pissed off that he was Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Mm-hmm.
just like I think it came out in 2014 that they were pissed off that he was Captain America in the comic books. And there's a good story for it, there's a reason for it and everything. And it's like, oh, they're always trying to make characters black that shouldn't be and all this shit. So
But
the
who the fuck
concept
that said
is
it shouldn't be?
the concept is called race swapping.
Mm-hmm.
So one, can you think of any characters that were historically another color and they switched to black in the comic books? Or I mean, and they even do it but with gender too.
Oh,
There's
off
some
top, I got two that I can think of right off the bat,
go
and they
ahead.
both from the DC universe. First, it was I can't remember how many years ago, but that big uproar when they was talking about making Superman black.
Right.
They was pissed. They was like, "Oh hell no!" Then you start seeing the memes, like they
Mm-hmm.
would have like Seth Rogen as Shaft screenshot
Yeah.
it. Like, what if we
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
this and all this other shit?
Right.
And then Green Lantern is another one which is interesting because I've seen the black Green Lantern and I've seen the white Green Lantern.
Right. Well,
And
see, go ahead.
people was pissed off that they was thinking about going back to a black Green Lantern.
We'll see. So with Batman, I mean, I'm sorry, Superman, he's a fucking alien. So it really shouldn't matter what color
Yeah,
they make him.
cause he
Um,
right.
and then in different universes, I think I even mentioned it before. He's super. There's a black Superman, and
Mhm.
he's the president of the United States. It doesn't change anything at all.
You know what else people was upset about though?
What's that?
The Spider Verse where they had the Hispanic Spider Man.
Yeah, we'll see. And I was gonna say Green Lantern first. So with
Go
Green
ahead.
Lantern, there's like a whole generation. Like if you grew up on that Justice League in the '90s,
Hmm.
that's the only Green Lantern you knew was John Stewart. So all you knew there was a black one. It's the old comic book heads that are like, "Where's Hal Jordan?"
Yeah,
But there's like 5 or 6 fucking Earthbound Green Lanterns now. I mean, you put on a damn ring and you become a
you're a
lantern.
Green Lantern. Yeah.
It your race has no bearing on who you are.
Man, let me find one. I'll be making all types of shit.
Right. So for me, I mean, I broke it down as those that you could or that have been had their race switched,
Hmm.
and those that I don't think you really could. So I'm gonna start with ones that you can't. And the first one, anytime they change the race of a character, you see in the comments is, well, why can't we have a white Black Panther? And the reason being is it is relevant to the character and who they are. Like if
Right.
the color of the character doesn't matter,
I
then
get it.
I don't
Yeah.
give a damn who you are.
You right.
But if it's relevant, if you come from an African nation since before everything, kind of has to be a black character. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, not if it's in South Africa, it's okay.
Not really true either. I
That's how
mean,
they beat them.
yeah. I mean, no. I mean, the beats them. I mean, that's stupid. So, I mean, and then the other one. I mean, we were at the comic convention in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
MomoCon. Remember that? And we
Mm-hmm.
listening on that panel, and the one brother got up and said the one character that you can't change or make him black is Wolverine.
I disagree.
Well, so here's you can, But the reason why you couldn't is because the shit that Wolverine will go through from the 1800s to present day as a black character would make him a totally fucking different character.
Yeah, but that would be dope to see though.
It would. I mean, I'd love to see some Elseworld or no, DC is Elseworld, some What If shit where they had it like that because he would have had to deal with slavery. He would have had to deal with the Civil War, Civil Rights Act, current shit now, police shootings. I mean, it'd be a whole different.
Yeah, that would be really fucking interesting.
Character. So, I mean, you would change the concept of the character. So, in that case, you would have to make it a different character. Yeah. And there is one in what is it? The Icon universe, I think it is, where Static Shock and all that shit comes from. Where there is a guy who's like a Superman type character where he was an alien and was born into like a slave family or some shit. And it's pretty, I think his name is Icon. I can't remember. But yeah, he's one where those are the two that I could think of off the top of my head that you couldn't change.
I can't think of too many, but I remember when there was a big uproar when the new Star Wars trilogy came out. And they all thought the black character, what was his name? Finn. And they thought he was the one that was going to be the Jedi. And motherfucker was upset.
Which is crazy because you got a damn green dwarf. You got a fucking motherfucker with tentacles. You got all kind of shit. Pink motherfuckers, orange motherfuckers. Metachlorians can't go to black people.
Yeah, like you was upset because the little Caucasian girl didn't look like she was gonna be the damn Jedi. And spoiler, Finn has the Force too, motherfuckers.
So they give it to him in the books.
I was reading it somewhere.
Okay, because I know he was always Force sensitive, but I don't know if they ever made it. Which
no,
I feel like just the fuckery of those three movies and how they messed that up.
Yeah,
I feel like
I was upset.
That was the plot. I feel like that was going to be a storyline, but I feel like it got dropped.
Yeah, but they put Samuel Jackson as a Jedi. Nobody said
nobody batted a fucking
nothing. They already knew what time it was. Don't you say a motherfucking thing about my motherfucking lightsaber.
He had a purple lightsaber.
Right. And he was still cold.
Right. Which before you couldn't do that shit. Matter of fact, they made it so he could have a purple lightsaber. So yeah. One of the craziest ones to me was fucking Human Torch when Michael B. Jordan played.
That was a horrible fucking movie.
But see, what's so funny though is everybody was so pissed off about Michael B. Jordan being cast as the Human Torch.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, how can they be brother and sister if he's black and she's white? Very easy.
But
I'm
in love with the cool. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But then what's crazy about that movie is everybody agreed he was the best part of that sorry ass movie.
Yeah.
No, everybody agreed that if it wasn't for him, the movie would be complete trash. And it's like, get a movie a chance, make sure. I mean, like Domino, they were mad about her in Deadpool that she was black.
But she was gorgeous.
I mean, yes, but
sorry, babe.
I mean, it's one of those things where again, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the character at all. At all. Who else did I have? I'm gonna go through these fast. So I'm gonna go Heimdall, Idris Elba, and Thor.
Okay.
They were mad about that.
I didn't even know that one.
Yeah. Thor, Electro, Jamie Foxx. Mary Jane when she was Zendaya and Spider-Man. Oh, they was pissed. Oh, they were so pissed. Oh, it was bad. They was pissed off. And there's a Batwoman cartoon or show. I don't watch it, but they made the Batwoman black now. So they're mad about that. I haven't seen it to know either way. And then Starfire, oh, they were pissed that she was black because she's orange. I'm like,
yeah, but it's like you said, she's an alien. So what does it fucking matter?
And then I mean, it even bleeds into like cosplay and shit because
I was about to go there.
Somebody cosplays a character, they're like, oh, look at the black Batman or the black Wonder Woman.
Why the fuck they just can't be Batman and Wonder Woman?
Right. And then they'll say, oh, the animation is the worst though, because they'll be like, oh, that's not Hinata. Hinata's not.
But when it comes to stuff like that, we as ourselves, we have to put that black on there.
I don't think you should. I mean, I think you should just be the character.
Which
I
get.
I don't think you need to say, if I were to say dress as a costume and decide that I want to be fucking Goku, I'm not gonna say I'm the black Goku. I'm just motherfucking Goku.
You be Krillin, cuz.
Fuck you. You would be Chow Su, motherfucker. Don't try me.
Fuck a Yamcha, bro. I'm gonna take a nap.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You wouldn't be the black Yamcha or the black Tien or the black whatever.
And I get it.
You would just be that character. I mean, whatever.
But I feel like us, when we do that, you know what I'm saying, like the cosplay and stuff like that, we have to stress the fact that, yeah, this is a typical Caucasian character. And I'm like, that as a black person playing it. But I agree with you. Like, if a white person was dressed as Black Panther, me personally, I wouldn't give a fuck.
I mean, you shouldn't.
I liked the show.
Like for Halloween, there was kids all over the places in Black Panther costumes, black and white. Doesn't matter.
You're not Black Panther. You're a white tiger. Get the fuck out of here.
If you paint their face, we got a different problem. That's
the topic for another day.
It is. We'll talk about that.
Because I actually had some thoughts about that. Because that I'm gonna put that in the topic list. Yeah, in the notes. Because I had some things about that. But
okay, we'll talk about that some other time.
But at the end of it, like, well, not even at the end of it, I don't know if you're done, because you brought up some shit I didn't even know, like Idris Elba playing what's it, Heimdall,
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that one. I didn't know they was pissed off about Jamie Foxx either. I mean, that wasn't his best role.
I mean, it wasn't, but they were just kind of pissed. I mean, anytime they switch it, I mean, now there are some times where they switch the race of a character, people are pissed off, and I think they should be. Mm-hmm. Like when they switched the ancient one in fucking Doctor Strange.
Never. Okay, I've watched Doctor Strange. Yeah.
The woman who I can't think of her name right now.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
And then what's so fucked up is they faked it out to have an Asian looking guy look like who you would have perceived as the ancient one if you read it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they did that fake out, and then it's like, oh no, it's Tilda Swinton, Tilda Swanton, Tilda something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you know what's funny?
What's that?
It's only a problem when a black person takes on a character that is not, I guess you could say, historically black. Because nobody had a problem with the little white boy playing Goku. Even though
they did. Oh yeah, they did.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did. Oh hell yeah.
I take that back, guys. Sorry, I didn't know.
And the fact that it was trash. Yeah, they did. I mean, and just like on that point, I was gonna bring up another one, and this one was kind of stupid in my opinion. Like, remember Iron Fist?
Mm-hmm.
People were mad that he was a white guy.
You know, I never finished Iron Fist.
Don't worry about it. It's stupid. If you knew who the character was, it always was a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Always. So what are you mad for? I mean, and that's why in some respects, I think they hurried up and are bringing out Shang-Chi. I think
it's something like that.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, though. It seemed like it's going to be dope.
Mm-hmm.
And then just go ahead.
And the Mandarin, I mean, they kind of fucked him up, too, making him Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get that one, but, fight the
they
battle when it makes sense.
Or some shit.
Yeah. So fight the battle when it makes sense, but if it don't, like see the product first. If they, do it for the sake of doing it, or if it has some kind of bearing, okay. But I mean, I've seen some where it's just like, oh, we're just gonna make a black character to say, hey, we're diverse now. Don't give me that pandering shit, but make it real thought out, make it a decent character.
And there's something I want to add. We don't have any uproar when you got like what movie is that? Gods of Egypt.
I mean,
for example,
there's uproar in the black community. Like, I mean, I've seen like black Twitter tear that movie to shreds. But I get your point.
Yeah.
Those that make the movies weren't like, we're making this Gods of Egypt movie.
Apparently, Egyptians were fucking bronze. Apparently, just like Last Mohican, bro. That wasn't no Native American.
Yeah,
and they did the same thing in Vikings. I don't know if you finished Vikings or not, but the last season of Vikings, they had a native tribe, and the only one that spoke and was like the main character for the natives over there was a Caucasian gentleman.
And see, you would add so much legitimacy to that particular character if you just cast the right character.
And it's like you said, some people can be changed, some no.
You're right, right. I mean, if you're going to what becomes America and you meet the first people there, you should kind of have them look like the first people there.
Ain't no Caucasian dude in a loincloth with paint on his face with a goddamn mullet ponytail. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. So yeah, man. I think judge it for the content when it comes out. Don't get up in arms. Like fucking Falcon is Captain America. There's a whole progression, a 10+ year progression to that shit.
Yeah.
It's earned, it's discussed, and you understand why the decisions are made that they're made.
Right.
And what's so fucked up about it, and I wish you would have watched it, but
I ain't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it.
He talks about in the show the level of shit that people in real life are bitching about him being Captain America. You know, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's
fucking ridiculous.
Like, and my whole thing is there's so much more to be worried about.
That's what I'm saying. Like the movie, The Eternals.
Mm-hmm. Haven't watched it yet either.
It hasn't come out yet, so of course you haven't.
I've been waiting on it.
So they switched a lot of those people up. They switched genders, they switched race, they switched a whole bunch of shit. And people are they were up in arms when they announced the cast. And it was like, who gives the fuck about the Eternals though? Like sometimes you're just mad for the sake of being mad. Like if you bitch about Superman, while I disagree with you, it's a well-known, established character with the mythology and the lore that has been around forever and ever and ever. And I understand why you're mad, even though I don't agree. Nobody gives a shit about the Eternals.
Yeah.
I watched the motion comic years ago about the Eternals, and I still didn't give a shit about them then.
So what if they made an Incredible Hulk black?
Doesn't matter. I mean, think about it. He's a scientist that gets blown up with a gamma bomb. Doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean, what about him being a white guy makes a difference?
Which is true, because eventually he turns fucking green.
I mean, and even hell, the color of the Hulk himself, he started out gray in the comics, and they made him green because the shit was easier to do.
Knowledge bomb for all you comic book heads out there. If you didn't know, now you know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I mean, at the end of it, man, like it's like you said, it's not a big deal. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
If
people are always looking to get upset about some shit.
And it always boils down to fucking race.
Yeah. And it's like if you spent that energy doing some productive shit with your life, the world would be so much better off.
Yeah.
Like, we'd be in such a better place if people stopped spending the fucking energy fighting for this. Like I said, way back in the first topic, knowing when to fight.
Mm-hmm. It's not a worthy fight.
All right, everybody. So that's all the characters we could think about. Let us know if there's any characters that we may not have talked about that were switched that people made a fuss about.
Yeah.
And let us know which is more challenging, characters that you think can't be switched.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to hear that list.
Yeah. And